Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be reviewing the Olivier, I'm not sure how you pronounce the brand, but I think it's Olivier magnetic gold mask. I ordered this off of Amazon. It was $15 when I purchased it a few days ago, and I just went back on right now to check the link, and it is up to $17, so the price is kind of fluctuating. But when I purchased it, it was $15. It does have a 4.5-star review on there. So I've seen this around for quite a while, but not this specific brand, but just other brands in general, and I've seen really expensive ones, some not so expensive ones, so I wanted to try it out for myself and see, you know, how it works, if it really does work, you know, the magnet and all that cool stuff. So this is what the box looks like. I have Amazon Prime, so it was delivered in 2 days, and again, I paid $15 for it. I'll leave the link down below. It is up to $17 right now, and I had seen it also at $18, so if you can get it, you know, wait a couple days till it goes down in price, just check on it, then I would. If you're okay paying the few dollar difference, then go for it. So this is what the box looks like inside. It has the mask, and it has, oh, the little spatulas over here. It has a little tiny spatula right here, and we're gonna use that to put the mask on our face. And here's the mask. It's actually a good sized bottle. I believe the description of this said that you can use it up to 3 or 4 times, and I can see maybe 3. I'm not sure about 4. If you're really generous with how much you put on your face, it'll probably be about 3 uses. And this is 1.76 ounces, the bottle. This is what it looks like. And then the other thing in the box is the magnet. The magnet looks like a, did you guys ever play Sorry, the board game Sorry? That's exactly what this looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but look, it looks like a big board game from Sorry, not board game, a big game piece from Sorry, and it has the magnet down below. So I was reading the instructions, and it does say to, it says apply a good amount of the mask on your face with either the spatula or clean hands. I'm gonna try the spatula. Just if it doesn't work, then I'll just use my hands, or if I don't like how it, you know, applies, I'll use my hands. It says ensure all areas are covered. Allow the mask to be absorbed into the skin for around 10 to 15 minutes. So let's start there. I do have I have all my stuff laid out right here. I was afraid I was gonna make a mess, so I put, you know, a towel down. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I love this gold color of this container. It's actually really pretty. It's a really pretty gold, and I just like it. I don't know, it's weird. So, okay, so this is what the top looks like. It's covered, so it does come sealed. So we're gonna pull this up. Oh wow, this feels like extremely, extremely thick. Look, I'll show you guys. Let me wipe it. This is what it looks like on the inside. It has, it looks like a greenish, goldish color. I don't know. What would you guys call that? I'm not sure what that's called, but it is this is what the lid looks like, and it's extremely, extremely thick. When I pulled the lid off, I had to like swipe it because it's a really thick face mask. So let's put it on and let's see what happens. If my skin tears off, I don't know. I hope it doesn't, but let me get a little bit closer to you guys so I can see what I'm doing, and I can put this on. All right. I don't mean to be all up in your face, but listen. Anything for beauty. Sorry if I'm not looking right at you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I get this on correctly. Wow, this is extremely thick, and I can see that I might have put way too much on this side. So let's spread it out a bit, because listen, this stuff ain't cheap. I mean, you know, for me it's not cheap. All right, let's put this on. It feels like it's kind of warming my face up. That's weird. It feels warm, like my face is getting warm. And I apologize, I do have a very slight cold, so I feel like my voice sounds completely different. I don't know if it does, but I apologize if it does. All right, let's make sure this is all spread evenly here. Ooh, do I look fancy or what? All right, there's that side. Let's get the other side. And you know what? Actually, I felt like I put a lot, but I just scooped this up. This is exactly what the scoop looks like. So I mean the scoop that I put on, and it's super thick, look. So that will be enough to, I can, you know, I thought that maybe this would be good enough for only like 2 or 3 uses, like 3 uses maybe, I thought. But no, I can see it being good for maybe about 4 uses. Oh, look, I'm making a mess on the brush. You know what? I'm trying with this little spatula, but let me just, I think it'll be easier if I do it with my hand. Oh, yeah, it's definitely warming up my skin. I can feel, ooh. I can feel the heat on my face from the mask, definitely. I didn't know it was gonna warm up my skin like that. That's so weird. Hold on. It feels like I just put like a hot rag on my face. Not like uncomfortable hot, but I can definitely feel the warmth of it on my face. Wow, that's just weird. I don't know what that is. Is it the magnet, do you guys think, or what? Oh yeah, I definitely have way too much on this side. I can feel it. All right, so hold on. Let me get my hair out of the way. Let's try to spread this a little bit. Wow, that just feels so strange. It's that heat is just weird. It's just completely throwing me off. I'm not going to get any more. I'm just going to scoop what I have on here because I don't want this to go to waste. And it's really that. I didn't realize that it was going to warm up my face like that. I think usually when I've used a face mask before, it cools your skin. You know, like it feels cool to the touch. This absolutely feels warm. There's no cooling sensation at all. And I think that's just what threw me off, because I'm so used to like when you put a mask on, or like a sheet mask or face mask or like face lotion or moisturizer, whatever it is, it usually gives you a, you know, a nice cooling sensation. And this one definitely is not doing that. I can feel the heat and it's kind of weirding me out a bit. All right, so here's this beautiful look. Yes, I look like a green little alien, and it's all over my fingers. It actually looks green now. I don't know why. That's so weird. So I'm going to set my timer for, it does say to leave it on your face for, I think 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. So just to play it safe, I'll go halfway. Let's do 12.5 minutes. So I'll be right back in 12.5 minutes. See you soon. See you in 12 minutes. Hi guys, I'm back. So the 12 minutes is almost up. I've got about 2 minutes left, but there was some information I wanted to give you guys about this product. It's a magnetic gold mask, as I said, and I was reading the information on here, like what is the benefit of using this? What is this gonna do to my face other than kind of, you know, a weird thing to use on your face? And it does say that this promotes blood circulation, renews skin cells. The magnetic and iron particles will fully recharge your skin, leaving it smooth, soft, and with a healthy appearance. So, I don't know. I have really sensitive skin. I have a lot of scars on my face. You know, I tend to break out really easily. My face is just, my skin is just, it has its own life. I don't know. It does whatever it wants. And it does also say that I was reading, you know, the remainder of the instructions. Once I have it on, you leave it on between 10 to 15 minutes. And then it says you have to cover the magnet with a tissue and make sure that all of the magnet is covered. So as I went to pick up the box, it sounded like something else was in here. Can you guys hear that? And it's like the packaging, you know, but then I pulled this up and they actually have a little pack. And this little pack is, they look like this. I pulled one out so I can see exactly what it was. And it looks like a little tiny plastic bag like this. And then you use this, the magnet. What you're supposed to do is get the magnet and put it into the little bag like such. And then this is what you're gonna, you know, swipe over your face once our timer goes off. And I believe the reason that you do this is because I have seen a few other videos. The reason that you do this is because when the magnet sticks, in order to get it off, you know, once you need to get all the, you're gonna take all the magnet off, right? I mean, all the face mask, and it's gonna stick here. And to clean it up, you just pull this off to make it easier to clean up instead of, you know, trying to pick it off or whatever it might be. So it's supposed to be easier for cleanup. We'll check it out right now. I'm so sorry. My nose is super stuffy and I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize for that. But our timer is almost up. I'm super excited to see how this, oh, there it goes. All right. Now, one thing I can say is that the mask feels very warm on my face. I did notice that I didn't put much mask around my nose. I'm not sure why, or much product, but next time I will. But everywhere else, I'm basically, you know, all coated in it. Let's test it out. So the mask itself is, it doesn't feel, it's not dry. Like you can see, like I just tapped my forehead and, you know, some of it came off. I'm going to try a little piece, like maybe right here, just to see if it's ready to come off. If not, you know, I'll let it sit for a minute. It doesn't say if it has to be completely dry in order to come off of your face, but we'll try it and let's see. So I'm going to get a little bit closer to you guys. So I'm sorry for being in your personal space. I apologize ahead of time. So I'm going to take the magnet. It's not, is it doing anything? Let's see. Oh shoot, it did do something on there. Here, let me get closer. I don't know how close to my face it is. Oh wow. That felt so weird. It feels like it's trying to pull it. Maybe I just need to let it sit a little bit longer. Yeah, I think I need to let it sit just a little bit longer. So I'm going to give it about maybe another 4 minutes, maybe 3-4 minutes. I'm going to stand in front of the fan so that it can dry faster. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. I sat in front of the fan for about 3 minutes, and I was also fanning myself with my little fan. I wanted to, you know, get it as dry as I possibly could. So I'm going to try this again. Let's see if it'll come off. And there is some that came off that I left on here. I don't want to have to reuse a whole nother little bag. But let me get all up in your personal space again, and let's see how this works. You guys ready? Oh, my hair is like stuck in there. Ew. All right, hold on. Let's everybody calm down. All right, ready? I can feel it. I think I might have put, oh, I think I put too much maybe product over here. Oh, you know what? It's weird. Look, it's leaving like this gold, like, oh. That feels so funny. It feels like I stuck glue on my face and somebody's like just peeling it off. Like, I don't know, it feels so weird. That looks really cool on there. Look, I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe not. Hold on. You guys see what that looks like? That looks so freaking weird. All right, let me keep trying some more. And oh, it got stuck to my mirror. No. Okay, so let me, you know what? I'm actually put a little another wrapper on here. Let me replace this one so we can start freshly fresh. All right, so let's take this off. I'm just taking the little plastic thing off of here. How come this is harder than it looks? Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let me put on a new one from our little pack that we got. So let me throw this in here. And all right, you guys ready? Let's do another test here. Test number 2. I'm gonna get all up in your personal space again so you guys can see. Yeah, I think I put too much product over here because I can see it lifting, but I think it's like having a hard time maybe doing it, but I can definitely see it lift. Oh man, that felt so weird. Okay, so it's coming off there. Let me try the other side. I don't think I put as much product as I did on this side. I mean on the other side. Can you guys see what that looks like? It just looks so weird. It looks just strange. All right, let me try the other side. Oh crap, and I keep sticking it like to my mirror and it keeps getting stuck on there. Okay, let's see the other side. See, this side is definitely coming off much easier. I think on the other side I just put too much product, but I can definitely feel it lifting off of my skin. I think it might, you have to be, see on the box it said you have to be generous with it, but I don't think you want to do that. You want to do just like a thin layer because, see, this side I see that it's coming off so much easier than the other side. And the other side I think I put a lot more than on this side. So let's Get this, it feels so strange. It feels like somebody's rubbing you know the outside of a peach, how it has peach fuzz? It feels like somebody's rubbing peach fuzz on your face. It's so that sounded so inappropriate, but it just feels so strange. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about this right now. Let's see. Let me get this all off. Do 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 do. Oh man, that looks so cool. Can you guys see what that looks like there? I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if my camera will pick that up, but that's super, super cool. Okay. Oh, wow. That was so funny. Okay. I feel like it's trying to pull it, but I don't think it can because it has too much of the other product on here. So let me switch this out again. So I'm just going to get the little sari piece and flip this inside out. And we'll pull it up. Alright, let me grab another one. And another one. And it does say not to wash your face. The box does say that an hour after whatever is left behind to, I'm just putting the little thing on here. It says whatever is left behind, not to wash your face. It says to rub the oil. Oh, wow. It says to rub the oil into your skin and not to wash your face for an hour. I can definitely feel the magnet pulling all of this off right here. It's just so puzzling. It's such a weird sensation. I don't want to get the magnet in my eye. For some reason, I feel that if I do, I'm going to go blind. I don't know if that's true, but I am not trying to test that out. So let me hurry up and get all of this off. I shall be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. I went from being green to yellow. So, like I said, the product does say not to wash your face for an hour. It does say that any product left behind to rub it into your skin, wait an hour, and then wash your face. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just gently rub this into my face. It feels like serum. It feels like some kind of serum or face oil or maybe some kind of, yeah, I would say like serum for your face. That's exactly what it feels like. So I'm going to leave this on for an hour. I'm going to wash it off and then I'll be back and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. I'll see you guys in 1 hour. I'm back. I was supposed to wait an hour to wash this mask off of my face, but I could not wait that long. I washed it off after 40 minutes. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my skin is extremely irritated. My cheeks, I feel like, are on fire. Around my mouth, my nose, like the creases here of my nose, it feels like it's on fire. My forehead, I don't know if I had an allergic reaction to this or if this is how you're supposed to feel. I'm not sure, but I do not agree. I don't like this product at all. My skin is already sensitive, but this, I haven't felt like this using a product for quite a while. So I didn't want to leave it on for another 20 minutes. You know, I had already gone 40 minutes with it. I just took it off of my face. I can feel, you know, certain parts of my skin, you know, really, really hot. I feel this part of my face, like my skin is hot and it feels numb. Like I said, I don't know if I had an allergic reaction to this or if this is how it's supposed to feel. But for me personally, I don't like this feeling. And I did want to use soap or some face wash to wash my face, but I'm afraid that I'm going to irritate it even more. So I'm just leaving my skin, you know, leave it as is. I was planning on filming another video, but I'm afraid to put anything on my face right now. I don't want to break out or, you know, have an even worse of a reaction. And like I said, my cheeks are on fire. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. You know, this is my opinion. Take it for what it is. You know, I would say save your money, especially because of the way my skin feels. Aside from these parts that are super irritated, my skin doesn't feel hydrated. It doesn't feel any different. It feels like as if I used a regular facial scrub and, you know, scrub my face and that was it. So for the time that it takes to do this mask, you know, about an hour and 20 minutes, you know, you have to let it sit to dry for about 15 minutes, then another hour to let the product soak into your skin. So you're looking at about an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes. And, you know, for that time investment, for what it does to your face, which to me, I didn't feel it doing anything at all, besides irritating me, I'd save my money, you know. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys have tried it, if there's other magnetic masks that you guys have tried, how you guys feel about it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I will be back in full force soon enough. Leave your comments, suggestions, questions, anything that you guys can down below. Please remember to tell all your friends and family, and hit the like and the subscribe button that are around there somewhere. And I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.